Good morning, everyone.
It's not Wednesday, my dudes.
Is it Friday?
Yeah, it is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, there's only two types of days: Wednesday and not Wednesday. So that's how it works. Yeah.
It's not Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome, everyone. It is a Friday morning, and it's a beautiful day, at least where I am. And we are going to do some cosmics and coffee. And I have to say, this is not my idea. This is Yimbo's idea in terms of his cosmics and coffee. But let me tell you, it's a great idea.
Great idea.
And unfortunately, Yimbo can't be here today, but I got two great people and some other people joining the stream later. We got Jay Shot. How you doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in there. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't have cosmics yet. I've got coffee. I don't have cosmics yet, so I'm just gonna sit here and learn and make stupid comments. So
hey, I love it. We also got the legendary 1-6 shooter. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. I think Cosmics and Coffee, the title, that was my idea. But
was it?
But good. That was the car ride back from. We were doing a stream from our cars, like a mutual stream from our cars. I was a guest on their car stream, and we came up with the idea of like sitting there and opening some Cosmics the next morning. And so I'm gonna take credit for the name. But
all right,
nice.
Hey, Trevor gets it.
It was Yimbo's, idea to do a show. So. For sure.
Well, you coined the title, so
I think so. I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. I was tired. We were driving.
Well,
who knows?
We'll give it to you. Nobody's here to take away from you. So
that's
you
right.
got it.
Yimbo's not here to refute that.
Yeah,
so
that's it. So
that's true. That's very true.
It's
well, hey,
you.
Thanks everyone in the chat for joining us. We really appreciate it. I am very surprised that everyone is here on a 9 a.m. Stream on a Friday, but hey, maybe a lot of people have it off today. I don't know.
I have it.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of people taking off. I love this though. This is a good idea because like I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna roll right into a 10 a.m. meeting and then it's fantastic. I'll already be up and ready to go.
And then you got some wings.
Me too.
Later.
Yeah.
Got some wings.
Yes.
Looking to show up at some point.
At some point, I pre-ordered my wings. Yeah. So
it's crazy.
So I think when we really chewing, Yimbo and I had really talked about this, like doing something with Trevor because we got into Mythic Legions and we didn't know much about Mythic Legions, about the factions, about the characters. So we wanted to do something where like Professor Trevor would come on and school us on the different characters on Mythics. But this is just as exciting because the new Cosmic line, I still know nothing about, and it will be really good just to talk about the characters, talk about the figures. I've opened 3 of my figures. I think I only have 3 figures, and I know Trevor wants to open them. Jay-Shot hasn't gotten them, but he is really wanting these. Right? You want these?
Yeah. This I've done a pretty good job of staying away from the Mythics, except for the couple of random ones. I think I've got most of the figure obscures, right? I got the Santa, the Headless Horseman, and the Monkey King. But this was it. This was the one. I was like, nope, I can't. I can't pass this one up. This is it. So I'm excited. I'm gonna wait till November.
What made you jump on these? And aside, are you just more of a sci-fi fan than you are Swords and Sandals fantasy?
Yeah, I'd probably say that. But dude, honestly, just seeing people with them, and not to brown nose, but like your photo was like, I was like, okay, not that I'm ever going to be able to create it, but like these look effing cool. So that's just where I landed with it. So
yeah,
and I like the big guy, the big orange guy. I don't know, I'm a sucker for big figs.
Kragnar, yeah. I mean, he's cool. Like I'm going to open up basically what is Kragnar from the third wave here. This is Scourge, which is the God, no, you're Motu.
You're
Motu.
I was gonna say Frogman. It's not Frogman.
No, it's God, I'm so bad with Motu. I just looked at it the other day. What the hell's his name?
I can effort it. Hang on. Mossman? Is it Mossman? Is that what you're thinking?
No. Mossman's been taken. It's the dragon dude. What's his name? Jesus.
Hang on.
Dragon.
It's very early. This is why I have coffee.
Yeah, this is
Granamir.
No.
That was a very distinct.
Help me out,
Yeah.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
I'm looking.
knows.
I'm looking. Oh, not me, Jonathan.
No,
Green.
Hedgehog Action knows. It's
Is he green?
He's got the sucker, or not the one with the sucker?
Whiplash,
Leech?
Whiplash. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
I don't know
My
why I
next-
couldn't remember that.
My
It's
next
early.
guess
God.
was
I'm really bad. Like I've done my. Okay, you can take me down now.
Can we is Detour in the chat? Can we get him to make that Whiplash face, that like classic Whiplash face? Because that's pretty freaking hysterical.
I don't see
The
him.
snaggletooth thing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I do my own like news thing, man, and like every once in a while, I'm just like, I haven't had enough coffee. And this is, of course, is Many Faces. That one I know. This is their Many Faces tribute.
Oh, you have him, yeah.
So it comes with the 3 different faces, the 3 different heads.
Cool.
A lot of people are saying that this is the best Motu tribute figure so far.
So I'm gonna ask a stupid question. It's obviously not the first time they've done Motu.
No.
Yeah. What's the connection? Is it just?
Well, they
how it
did.
started,
The Four Horsemen designed some Motu character figures for what
Was it 2000?
Yeah, I think it's the 2000. Is that the name of it? It's the 2000 wave, right? Like it was the
Yeah,
Motu
Masters of the
Masters.
Universe. Yeah, that was when I was first introduced to Four Horsemen, because I remember they did a just redesign of He-Man.
Yeah.
And he was, the figures were the articulation was not bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. But I got those figures because of the redesigns for Skeletor and He-Man. They just look so cool.
Yeah, they did a great job with those.
They were noticeably different from the 80s toys.
Oh yeah.
And I remember talking.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And I remember talking to one of the founders at Four Horsemen. He was saying that. Oh yeah, wait, are they?
Cool. Yeah, and Hedgehog Action says
That's them.
Four Horsemen has the 20 years history with Motu. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they worked for Mattel for a long time. Before when they became their own studio, I believe.
Motu Classics.
Before that, they were all working for McFarlane. They did some
DC
Universe stuff, Thundercats.
And they did the original Mirage Turtles too, right? For NECA?
I believe so.
Four Horsemen did?
Yep,
Wow.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did those. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are beautiful. But then they decided to do their own thing, right?
I like Chris is like, oh, that makes sense because those are beautiful, and everything that came out after was garbage. Yeah. Built my whole toy career on that line. Thanks. So yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you could finish my sentence that way, but yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it meant a lot to them, and I know Eric's the designer Eric Treadaway is a big fan, Motu fan, as are most of the guys in some way, shape, or form. But I think he kind of shaped his childhood. So they did. Awesome. God, I don't know how many they had because I don't have them all out. I want to say there's like 10 in the Mythic Legions line. They've done He-Man as Adamon. They've done Skeletor as Keltis. Other ones.
The Moss Man, Stinkor. The what's his name? The villain for She-Ra. She-Ra.
She-Ra. They did She-Ra. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more than 10, but yeah, they've done a lot.
It might be more than 10 at this point. Yeah. I kind of keep them separate. Like I'm not like a big Motu guy, and they're not really technically. They did Beastman, of course. Well, you said that, yeah. They did Panther and
Panther was one. And the green guy.
Yep.
He-Man's cat.
Yep.
Battle Cat. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a cat, and he goes into battle. I just can't remember.
Why is it Panther and then Battle Cat?
I don't know.
It was the 80s. I don't know.
He should have had a better name.
Agreed. Oh yeah, they did Trapjaw. That's right, they did. So
Trap.
I mean, they've they've done a
Hordak,
bunch.
yeah.
They probably have done. Yeah, you're probably right. They've probably done a good dozen or more actually in Mythics, and these are the first two in Cosmics. So they've done a lot of them.
I really appreciate Hedgehog Action. He's like really on top of everything.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
he's had too much coffee. Yeah,
right.
he's very inspiring.
He is a coffee drinker for sure.
Yeah.
That'll count too. Well, so I pulled up on this camera. I know you talked about this with Yimbo. This is one of the characters that actually got me into Cosmics.
Really, this is interesting because this was
Yeah.
when they came out. This was what I think it was the sleeper
Yes,
figure. I
this
just
one.
thought that this was like it was going to be under-ordered, and then when people saw it in hand, they were going to be like, "Oh, it's so cool."
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
When I saw it at ChrisCon, I was like, "Oh my gosh, the female bucks are amazing." This one was amazing.
This is a 1.0 female buck. So the 2.0s were generally the thinner elf-like bodies. So that's exactly. That's the that's the 2.0.
When I saw this, this was not my first one, but when I saw it, I wanted this one too. Those were the only two that I wanted really when I started looking at Cosmic Legions, the Assassin and this one. I don't know what this one's called. Vorga.
That's Vorga, and that's Ziri Inspire.
Yeah. But yeah, both of them are fantastic.
Yeah, she's great. The soft goods on her are incredible on Ziri. I love the cape she comes with. I love this backpack and this gun.
Yeah, the gun is amazing. This thing right here,
tattoo, and you know what I mean. Like this is a cool figure, man. This is I love the 1.0 female figure. It's just a cool thing.
It really is. They don't do a whole lot of like heavy artillery women, you know.
Right. Yeah. And I like it. I like the where they're going with it. I want to see. I'm sure they'll be using this in Mythic to do kind of either a dwarf female or something like that, or even just a human barbarian female or something with really built out. I love the classic fantasy trope of the skinny, thin woman with the barely enough armor to do any good. It's a trope. It's cool. It's a fantasy staple. But I do like the idea of some barbarian women who are jacked up, man. You know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun to see that.
It's 2023. We could admit that we like it. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like I like it. I like it as I think the whole, little bit of chainmail, the kind of the Red Sonja thing in fantasy is a little overdone. It's like, what, you're going to get stabbed in your midriff. Yeah. That's where you're going to get, that's where you need armor. You know what I mean? Like, your breasts are probably going to be okay. Yeah,
has that been done in a movie yet? Where they all like gear up and she walks out like that, and they're all like, instead of like them like dropped in their jaws and like enamored by her, they're like, "What the hell? What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna get us all killed."
It'd be funny if they had like a whole barbarian horde of women wearing like bikini armor, and then the arrows just come and shoot them all in the abdomen, and they all just fall down.
That sounds like a Mel Brooks film.
Ridiculous. It does. Totally does.
Mel Brooks. Cosmics in Space.
History of the World Part 3. But yeah, Cosmics.
So, do you? I mean, I can read this off in terms of this character, so J-Shot can get a good narrative.
Oh yeah, Vorga.
Yeah, let's do it.
Vorga.
But before anybody asks, I will not be pronouncing any names. It's not going to happen today.
That's fine.
Yeah, there's some in here that are as tough as Cosmics are, man. Or Mythics are.
Migna's not here either. Blood soaked and deadly. The lowermost ring of prison cells in. Gosh, here we go. Valcalta.
Havalkatar. Havalkatar.
How could you not get
the H is very almost imprecise. It's Havalkatar. So
Havalkatar. Oh my God. Is not so affectionately known as the grave ring. This dreaded block of cells is known for housing the roughest and most disruptive inmates in prison. This is where you'll find Vorga. As a former edge hounder, a highly trained special ops division of the police force known as the Interorbital Perimeter Guard, Vorga's skill set and attitude have earned her the reputation of one of Havelkatar's most dangerous residents. Despite her tough demeanor, her warm personality and unyielding sense of honor prompts others to align with her whenever possible.
She's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Bounty
Kill
hunter
with
with a heart of gold.
Yeah. She'll skin you alive and then save the cat. Yeah. So
That's right.
Isn't that like
I love that you. Yeah, I love that you like. Is it prison break? So I know that this has been an ongoing joke, Chris, but like when you were reading that out loud, did you also have like drums and horns in your head, like fire around it? It's like down to the deepest dark. Like it was. If that wasn't there, then no. It's just like I was like, he's got to get into this. He's got to like get deep. He's reading it like the morning announcements. Like, come on, you know.
Wait, so was I reading
And now
it well,
it's the
or was I
weather.
not?
Yeah.
75 degrees in the big
I
city.
hope everybody has a great weekend. Yeah. So
Here's a little Cat Stevens for you.
we put on jazz music, and then Machu goes and blows his toys, and everybody gets a million views. Yeah. Send me a picture of the next back of the box. I'll read it. So.
All right, sounds good. Which one is that one? What are you opening?
Hopefully, it doesn't have a lot of names.
All right, I got you.
You're muted, Trevor. Trevor, you turn your mic off. Yeah.
I'm opening Operative 83. I'm trying to keep the sounds of the box down. Where the hell did it go? Oh, the plastic on these is like the way they molded things in here on the Cosmics, at least this round, super tight. Like look how deep that helmet is stuck in there. So like getting these out is a noisy prospect, man. It's noisy and a little bit annoying. Very tight joints on this guy. There we go. Loosen him up a little bit.
Team No Heat.
Whoop.
That's cool. Sent you one, buddy.
Got it.
So this is one that uses some cosmic and mythic parts. So this was off the Xylonian Guard, this head. There he is.
Hey, Chewie.
What's going on? How's everyone?
Buddy.
Good. How are you?
Turn this off.
Good. Good. Good morning. What's everyone drinking for coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Perfect. Very the script.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. Is it Therius? Thereus?
Therius?
What are we talking about?
Did I send you the right
Therius?
one?
You sent me. Yeah, it's Xerion. I'm assuming that's Xerion Spire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Xerion
Going
Spire.
Ze-
Her
Her homeworld.
Yeah.
Therius. Okay.
Therius or Therius. Yeah. Therius. I think.
Thraxium. Is that what we're going with? Thraxium.
Thrixium.
Thrixium. Okay.
Thrixium. Nice.
Thrixium. Okay, I'm trying to get through this to see if I can. Okay.
J-Shot, you're
All
doing
right.
well.
It's the pre-read.
Yeah, that's
Midnight.
exactly what it is.
Midnight Wong.
Midnight Wong. Yeah. So it's my new show.
That's a Patreon account.
Patreon. It's my only figs. And when we say Havalkator, okay, all right.
Havalkatar.
Havalkatar. Okay.
Haval Qatar with you as well.
And
All right,
also
let's
with
see.
you.
I don't think this is gonna work the way I wanted it to. It's too bright. No, I'm like looking at my hue lights to see if I can like get like a dark and like set the mood and.
Well, when you're
John,
ready,
is
I'll
this-
put you on a
is this your
solo
box?
shot.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not ready. Like, first off, I'm not ready.
Okay.
Second off, get me off a solo shot.
All right.
Yeah, jeez. Come on. No, I don't have any. But I was just teasing Chris because he was reading the back of the box, like, he was reading the news. And I was like, this needs like some in-depth, stuff here. No, that didn't do anything.
Do you like this, Chewy?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. I have that waiting for me at Chubsy Wubsies.
Yeah. This is the new box I was talking about.
Oh, nice. Did you
Zero's
talk
my
to me
favorite
about
too.
that? I didn't realize you got a new light box.
Yeah,
Or white box.
it's all right. You don't listen to what I say. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot in that chat, to be fair.
So
To be
sad.
fair.
Anyways,
The thing is, Jay Shot, it was in a conversation after a stream.
Oh,
after a 4-hour stream, yeah.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah.
was after a 4-hour stream where we're
Yeah.
all
Give me a
hilarious.
break.
uh,
My son
We're
was
all
playing with
drunk
this
and
one all
ordering chicken
yesterday.
wings.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I had that one too. That one's awesome.
Is
That's the thing.
Trevor? Is there a trick to getting the neck off of this type of figure?
I mean, a little heat might help, but it's
Okay.
probably easier to take the head off and then take the neck off. But sometimes just wiggle it back and forth, jiggle it.
Yeah.
You gotta jiggle it. Yeah, I managed to get the Ziri Inspire test shot, which is really cool.
Oh.
'Cause I like her a lot.
Nice.
So
Recon
little
Rage
collection of
asks, no additives to anyone's coffee.
a little creamer,
That's what I do.
International
oh,
Delight.
that kind of
Oh, yeah.
additive. Oh, okay. Yeah. Creamer, whatever.
yeah, creamer, right?
Yeah, creamer. Yeah,
so
sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
creamer.
Just oat milk for
What's
me.
that? Yeah, what's that
Oat
thing that
milk.
smells like Fireball? You mean cinnamon?
No Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Fireball. Yeah.
Most people call it cinnamon. Yeah, it's fine.
You mean schnapps? Are you adding schnapps to your coffee?
Ugh.
Ew, schnapps. No. What am I? What was that character, Little Nicky, in remember that Adam Sandler movie where he drinks his
Like the
peach
Devil's
schnapps?
Son?
The Devil's, yeah.
Oh, schnapps.
Little Nicky, that's a movie I haven't seen in like 25 years.
We probably shouldn't have even seen it back then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For this
My
figure-
my favorite thing in that whole movie was Dan Marino trying to sell his soul for a Super Bowl win. That was the best. And Harvey Keitel's like, sorry, Dan, you're just too nice a guy. And he walks away and goes, fine, I'll go to the Super Bowl as an announcer. Is the best line. So,
So for this figure and the little space thing, do I just rest it on his head? Is that how it
I was
goes?
just about to ask that.
Yeah, it does clip in, but I'll be honest, it's not the easiest thing to kind of clip in.
Because my
it's kind of down in the front.
And had questions.
Yeah, 5-year-old's gonna have tough time because this 50-year-old has tough time.
So there's a clip in the front?
It kind of
Oh.
clips in a little bit. It's not like
Do you have to remove the arc emblem thing first? And then clip it in?
it might help. I don't know. No, does that come off? I don't think that comes off. Oh yeah, it does.
Oh.
It does. That comes
Yeah, it
off.
does.
That comes off. Yeah.
Or I broke it.
No, it comes off. That comes off. I forgot. There was one that doesn't, but that comes off.
I just imagine people
Yeah,
are going to
it's-
customize that one spot on the armor.
Oh,
pretty
for
much
sure.
instantly.
Yeah, there's already people doing those little spots. Yeah, if you take that off, it makes it a little easier. But then you got to get that back on, and it's just as difficult. So
So, Jay-Sean, are you ready for?
I think so. I think I'm ready.
Okay, hold on.
I'll do my best here.
Let me put it back on. All right, we got this.
Are you ready?
Better get it.
Get that one, and then what we'll do is we'll put
Lemon
the,
face.
close,
Lion
put
face.
the close up on her.
All right, cool. You ready? I feel like I need music, but anyway.
Oh,
What's
hold on.
oh sorry. Oh, you cut me. I was in the groove and you threw it off.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's, all right.
That's some lo-fi.
All right.
Lo-fi. All right.
Add whatever. I have no control over it.
All right. Ready? Once a famous bioengineer on her home world of Therius, Ziri rejected the unwanted celebrity status that was thrust upon her, known for her breakthrough discovery of the regenerative formula, eventually known as 3PO. She disappeared from sight when her discovery was forcefully taken away and used for motives that were less than benevolent. Ziri's disillusionment over the loss of her discovery led her to seek solace among the ranks of the controversial and elusive organization known as the Mortal Thorn. Although her association with the Thorn eventually led to her incarceration, it was that very experience which prepared her for survival within the lethal halls of Havalkatar. Sorry. That's how you got to read it.
That was good.
See?
I also
I
only-
love that you are
Was
clearly a Star Wars
C-3PO in
fan.
there? Yeah, C3PO.
Oh, yeah.
C-3PO, Thrawn.
Thriaxium, right? Thriaxium, Thrawn, yeah.
Hurrah.
A lot. So, yeah. Yeah, hey. You got to get into it, you know.
Now,
Yeah,
Trevor, this is
Mhm.
one I did see.
Now, Trevor, you read. Oh.
This is one I did see at ChrisCon, and I pre-ordered this one for Chubsies.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is cool. I mean, I'm not really into the Motu. I think they're just, with Mythic, they were all just very colorful. You know what I mean? It's not like there's not colorful figures within Mythic, but like they're very bright, like the Motu figures were. And I don't know. I'm not a Motu fan, so I didn't get into him too much. But with Cosmics are so bright, and colorful that this kind of like just fits in. You know what I mean? He could totally just be another character within Cosmic. So
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so what you're saying is
very-
the Motu figures pass your crossover test. They allow for your crossover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
or your
in
mashups,
Cosmic,
yeah.
in
Yeah.
Cosmic, yeah. I
Right,
mean,
right.
some of the Mythics look cool. I mean, I like them. They're just like, I don't know. I'm like a stickler for the lore, and the lore is like they don't really fit in. They're just basically there to be like kind of tributes to Motu, so they don't really factor into the actual lore of the
Hmm.
the story and stuff like that. So, and I don't know. Some of them like Stinkor.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't work for me. That orange, I don't know. It's just not. It's not working in fantasy for me, honestly. But
My favorite one is
that's me.
the Panther or Purplor.
I like
Purple.
those guys.
Yeah.
I like Kauros and Purplor. Or
I love how it's called Purpler.
it's
Yeah.
well, he's
Couldn't think of a name. Yeah.
he's not Purplor there, but he's
I think it's pretty cool. Rory is in Belfast right now. Happy Friday, buddy. Now, is that the only Motu inspired Cosmic?
There's two now, right?
What's the other one?
It's the green one from that same
Oh,
wave.
yeah, it's the one we were talking about
The one that we
before.
were just talking
Whip-
about.
oh yeah,
Whiplash.
yeah.
Yeah, Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash.
Whiplash,
So
yeah.
this is the only other one so far. So
Got it.
Scourge is it's really the other head, the dragon head, which you can see there, which is kind of the Scourge. That's the Scourge head. Like that's the way he's supposed to come. They just put this on. I don't know why. I guess for size reasons. I think it's tough to get that head in the space that was allowed for it on the body. So
So I have a question,
that's
Trevor. With PowerCon, because those are PowerCon early releases, is PowerCon even a Motu convention anymore? Because when I was looking at the coverage this year, it didn't feel like it. It felt like a toy con.
It's not. It used to be in California, and Mattel used to come. Like it was kind of like their official, official show, and it was very Motu inspired. And there was a lot of creators from Motu there, and artists who did a lot of the Motu artwork and stuff like that. And then Mattel pulled out, I think, either the year before last, like 2 PowerCons ago, or maybe 3 PowerCons ago. I don't remember.
They did? Wow.
Yeah, Mattel stopped coming, so they just said they weren't going to be showing up anymore for either cost reasons or I don't know. Maybe who knows. Mattel's very like, I would say like litigious, but they went over after those people on the Jurassic Park stuff on YouTube and shut down their sites because they got early versions of something legitimately from a retailer, but they weren't supposed to be out yet or whatever. So anyway, I don't know what their issue was. I don't know the whole story behind it, but I know they pulled out of it. So it kind of became less of a big thing, in terms of the Masters of the Universe. And but they kept it going, and there was still people there, and there's a lot of the vendors there that have like Masters of the Universe stuff. And that was the same thing this year. There's still a lot of adjacent Masters of the Universe adjacent stuff, but it's definitely become more of just a general toy con, and it's a good one though. There's a lot of people.
It looks
there.
impressive.
I think it's going to get big. I think it's going to get bigger. I mean, McFarlane was there. Super 7 was there. Obviously the 4 Horsemen, and Mondo was there with their Masters of the Universe 1/6 scale stuff. So it was really good. It was a really good show. Really enjoyed it. It's kind of a precursor to Legion's Con, I would say, because there's a lot of those kind of same collectors there and stuff. But good show, definitely a good show. And in the middle of the country, like, it's cool. Like, there's not a lot there. I heard a lot from a lot of people in that area. They were like, we just don't get anything, nearby. So it's cool.
Oh, so it was big, like all the it was that town's like big event for the year.
Yeah, that's their New York Comic Con SDCC level type of show. I think
Oh, that's
they
cool.
they have local shows and stuff like that, but nothing that big. So it's very cool.
Is that a con we want to add to the list? No chewing.
Well, we have to limit our cons, so yeah, we should consider it. All the cons we do
Honestly,
go to.
We have a lot of cons coming up, and I'm like, oh,
I'm
there's a
super
lot.
interested
like
in
this-
that Boston Toy Con coming up.
Me
Came
too.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. I wonder if it will be. Yeah, it seems like it's advertised kind of small, but I don't know. You're right, though. It has the potential to be kind of big.
It has boss fight included on that one. But
Oh,
boss fight is local.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
That area is ripe too. Like I could see ChrisCon becoming that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's ripe for that. I don't know what else is up there in the New England area. So
Yeah, they get one more toy company to show up at that con. ChrisCon needs a bigger venue.
yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, I could see that growing a lot, like Legion's Con did.
At least 2 tables for the Toy Daddies and Machu Toy.
Yeah, your table's a little packed.
I don't get the invite next year. Okay,
I'm just kidding.
This is Pablo's stream all over again. All right, yeah, sure.
That's why I did it.
He's not even here, and he got invited to something. Nice. All right, cool.
Yeah, there's something every month, man. I was like thinking about it, and every time I wanted to go tell my wife, I'm like, hey, I might go to this con for a couple of days. Did you just go to a con? Yeah,
I just
con
because there's RetroCon that's like
Yeah.
next weekend.
It's just that
Oh,
one
yeah, that's
con
right.
in Boston. That one con in Boston. Like we don't get many cons in Boston.
Right.
No,
Happens-
yeah, you gotta go.
Happens to fall on my anniversary.
Just celebrate. We don't have to go the entire time.
Yeah.
We're not getting a table or anything.
Is
I'll
it
celebrate your anniversary with you, and then your wife can
Hey.
have you afternoon.
Oh,
Do you
she's
mind
kind
if
of
no chewing comes
Love
along?
that.
Love that
I
idea.
made a reservation
sure.
for 3.
Well, hold on. Is it a 5? Is it a 5 or a 0 anniversary?
No, it's not.
oh,
So it's like a 12 or
Those
you
are
know,
the tweener
8?
anniversaries. Those-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a 12. It's a 12.
It's a 12. They don't
Oh,
count. It
12.
doesn't count. Doesn't count.
got some flowers and
Yeah.
Oh, it's
something nice,
12.
some shiny.
It doesn't
All
count.
right.
It don't
Hey,
count.
I'll tell that to my wife, guys.
Yeah. Oh, when she's like, it's our anniversary, be like, it's only 12. Come on. Yeah.
So it's the anniversary gift
the
of silk
12th
or
anniversary, I
linen.
believe, is the plastic anniversary, right? So
Oh.
it's perfect.
I just checked. Trevor would think of the same thing. It's the linen anniversary. So you just give
Linen.
her some bed sheets.
Linen, well, soft goods.
Yeah. This will go over really well. Give her some
Stop
bed
it.
sheets and tell her to take a nap and just run out the house.
No, you go.
And make sure to take
Egyptian
anything you want with you because you're not coming back.
You're not coming back.
You give her Egyptian cotton sheets, and then you find like Lone Wolf and get like an Egyptian diorama.
There you go.
Figure
That would
can
be.
fit
She
into it,
would
so it all
love
works
that.
together.
It's some
Perfect.
Like,
linen
happy
soft
anniversary,
goods.
honey.
Right.
Yep.
Some linen soft goods,
Some
and we're
linen
good.
soft goods. And
Just make sure the bed sheets are wired too, so you can pose them.
They're wired.
Oh, it's so good. You just see Chris laying in the bed like this with the wired sheets around him. Yeah.
right.
Bring it over me like this.
I'm Batman. I'm
And
Batman.
I just enclose it over the both of us, and I say, "No chewing. Help me choose these."
Killed
The
me
guy
right
you
there.
met on the internet. Oh,
You are forever that guy I met on the internet every time I hang out with you.
If she ever said that, you should just be like, it's better than the guy I met in the bathroom. Yeah. So
That's true.
that's true. Jay Shot's an in-person meeting.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I met in the
To
bathroom.
answer Starlord 15's question, there is going to be.
Thanks
a
for keeping
general
us back on
release-
track.
Yeah, sorry. There is going to be a general release for operative. Yes, it will come out. Yeah, it's really like everybody was clamoring for, like, oh, I got to get this because it's they do an early release usually with the Motu stuff at PowerCon. You know what I mean? Or I think they did it at New Jersey Toy Con one year too. But this is going to be the exact same thing. The only difference is the box pictures on the back are going to change on the general release. So it's just the box. Like,
Will that be out in time for Legion's Con?
This wave, no.
Okay.
No. This wave, which wave was this in? No, Grave Knight, which is Havalkatar Book 2, might be out, but I doubt they'll be there on the table unless they come out real soon. Like if they come out in September, but from what I've heard, I don't think they're going to be. I think they're going to be kind of crossing over, and like they'll be shipping things out prior to Legion's Con if they come in, and they probably won't have the extras on the table at that point. So probably won't get Grave Knight there.
Yeah, Grave
They
Knight
may
is
have
one to
some of
get from
these.
that wave.
I doubt they'll have these, but they may have a few of these versions there at that point. I'm not really sure. But they won't have the general release ones. I don't
Do you think Four Horsemen will have it, or do you think like other
Four Horsemen? Oh, there'll be people that are selling these, but
Yeah.
you know, again, I wouldn't pay, you know, extra money to get
With,
this
like,
unless you really need to have it early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can probably
Yeah.
get them from people in the Cabal right now for about cost, or you know, you'll be able to get them when Outpost Saxius comes out. So yeah, don't go nuts.
Yeah, I
So-
have both of the two early releases on pre-order already, so
Cool.
just waiting. Yeah, that's what I learned last year about a lot of the Mythic stuff. Just wait, especially if you can go to one of the shows. You'll probably find what you're looking for.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Trevor, so when you got into the Cosmic Waves, how did you get yourself into the lore? Do you just read everything? Did you have like Jeremy like tell you everything, or like?
Yeah,
how
I
do
have
you
Jeremy
soak in
like
all that?
read very quietly to me as I fall asleep. So I really
Joke,
enjoyed
that'd
everything.
that'd be spectacular.
No,
Trevor's wife doesn't like it either, though. So
yeah. Especially, you know, it's like, okay, can you leave now? Like, it's not even over the phone. It's
Is
like,
this
it's
that
live.
weird guy you met on the internet? Yeah,
It's live and in person. So.
Yeah,
he's just sitting there on a chair by your bed.
There's
just
a stool
design
by your bed.
Exactly.
It's time to read from the Book of Havalkatar.
That's right. Tucks me in and quietly leave the room as I fall asleep during my story of Kragnar.
Kragnar the Legend.
That's right. For these, I mean, the first Cosmic Wave was kind of like, it was a whirlwind, man. Like this stuff came in real late, and I had to get them to them. At that point, PowerCon was where they were going to debut them, and that was in California. So I had to pack everything up and like pack it well so that it would make it to California. Because again, these are all prototypes. They're all very fragile. They're a big pain in the ass. So with these, I kind of had the idea that who was a good guy and who wasn't, and the prison idea. They gave us the idea of the prison, and Crashbox Customs and I sat down and like it was kind of fun because we kind of designed a set. You know what I mean, with some basic ideas from Eric Treadaway, who had it in his head, and he kind of gave us a layout of what a wall might look like, and then we took it from there and designed like this prison set. So it was kind of fun to do that, and then. It was just, knowing who was good and who was bad and what they did. But there really wasn't much of a story the way there is, like they're doing now. They're rolling out these stories about them, these little, these entries in the ship's log and stuff like that for the latest wave. That didn't exist. There was a basic outline of the story and stuff like that. But
so they based some of what they've written in the lore from your photos themselves?
No. They had ideas of what the stories were, but there just wasn't fleshed out. I mean, they know all the bios and stuff like that, but they weren't all written at that point, you know, because this is the first wave. It was a little crazy getting everything, done on time and making sure, whatever. It's just now that they've got some parts to it, it's a little easier to roll out the waves. But this was a lot of consternation and speed. Wave 2 was a little easier, but that's also takes place in the prison as well. It's a Valkatar, so it's kind of the same thing. Had a little bit more of a story to those. But But yeah, I mean, sometimes you get that. The great thing about the latest one, the Ox Crew one, is I got all those log entries. So I got to read exactly what was happening to the crew. So I could base the photos on, what they were doing in some situations that they were in, which was cool. So
that latest wave is super interesting. The designs and the idea of the 6 surviving crew members.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
It's cool. There's and I sometimes I purposely don't ask, but sometimes I just either find out just because I have to know what's coming up next or whatever. But I don't know what the reason for the crash was and what Kern Ray's deal is. The sort of the stranger, mysterious person. So it'll be fun. I kind of like to find out too. When the next wave comes out. So it's fun. Yeah, these are great figures, man. I love these guys.
And for G-Con the day before, and you might not be able to tell us this, is it strictly going to be a Mythic reveal con?
I can't say.
Yeah, okay. We'll walk away from that one. Chris also knows, that's why he had to leave.
Chris left. He's like,
Chris.
I got no this question.
He's like, I got no poker
leave.
face. I gotta turn this.
I am redacted. Goodbye.
Yeah. And you thought I was going to get canceled first. Yeah. So.
I mean, there is a Mythic. We know that there's a Mythic exclusive, and there's a Mythic and Cosmic exclusive for Waltor that's coming out. But other than that, G-Con is that's up in the air.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I mean, people kind of have talked about it in the cabal, and the way things are going. I think people, because this is a Cosmic wave that just came out. I don't know if they've said or not. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna say anything, but
all right,
go watch Jeremy's, because I don't know what they've announced, but they just came out with this month. So, I mean, you can make your guess from there as to what G-Con's going to be about. So,
no idea what you guys said when I left. I just heard Chris something, and I was just topping off my coffee.
Oh,
sure.
Right. Good cover.
Yeah. With Jameson?
Yes.
Operative Toy Father over here.
The camera's there. Yeah, these figures are great. I can't tell you. I think I like. This is gonna be a awesome comment coming from me. I think I like space more than I do knights. In terms of just like the timeline and the aesthetic. So I think I'm.
What about Knights in space, though?
Space Knights.
I do like Voltron.
A
lot. Right? They're Space Knights, aren't they?
Space Knight.
I guess that counts as a Space Knight, Voltron.
Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that love that figure. I love that one. Yeah, Voltron's a Space Knight, right?
Yeah, there you go, Trevor. Make that
Rom is the Space Knight. Rom is the Space Knight. That's literally his title, I believe.
Jisha, what's speaking to you right now in terms of the figure?
You are. Oh.
Not whom.
I mentioned it earlier. Trevor said the name, and I can't remember the name at all. But the big orange guy with the green face, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
He's awesome. Kragnar, yeah.
I'm surprised how big that figure is. Like when I saw it in person at ChrisCon, giant.
He was huge.
We saw I think the what do you call it, the gray like proof figure at the ZoloCon, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So, wow,
approximately foot height. Yeah, so he's
that's
big.
Huge.
He's big.
I love the pricing for the bigger guys. It's not astronomical.
No, it's not. It's not crazy. It's very, very reasonable. I think they've kept these all very reasonable. I mean, comparatively to some other companies. I mean, granted, this is their license. They don't have to pay licensing fees, obviously, and stuff like that. But there's even some companies out there that, and granted, a lot of them are just getting started that have to charge more. I mean, things are more expensive now to get started. So they have a great relationship with the factories, and they've got a lot of parts in there. Their toolkit now to work with and stuff that have already been, tooled. So they can keep the prices down that way. And I got to say, like, in terms of reuse, I think their reuse. I know people sometimes, I don't know why, because every toy company, it's the name of the game is reuse. You have to. But I think theirs is very interesting. They do a very good job, I think, of reusing things and, not making it obvious, like mixing them up so much that you're like, you forget that part came from this person. And honestly, I mean, you look at the latest wave, they're introducing a lot of new parts in this wave. This is a ton of new parts.
Like that
very
figure.
little reuse, I would say, in this wave. So, yeah.
Like that figure alone that Chris has up, and I have it in my hand. It's so impressive. Just the
really
colors
is.
on it, and the detail.
This is my favorite. The Thygar, of the two Thygars, this is my favorite one. I like the spacesuit one.
The details on it are just incredible.
Yeah. And the paint is fantastic too.
Yeah,
Like, they do a great
really
job
good.
with the paint.
Yeah.
Just all those little spaces and stuff, you know what I mean? To get all
Yeah.
that stuff as neatly done as it is impressive.
I think this was the
little
one
spots
that
you can jam like one of those capsules into.
Yeah, the little ports and stuff that you can put if anybody doesn't know, these little clear discs or these little clear things that come with it, those go into those spot and you can hold the gun. So there's a little opening on the guns and stuff too that you can pop into. Yep, there you go.
And is it supposed to be like an energy source?
That? No,
Yeah,
I think
what's the clear thing?
there's shorter ones. Some of them come with shorter ones and longer ones, and I always thought the longer ones maybe looked like that they were kind of floating like magnetically. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's supposed to be like they're magnetically attached to the belt. You know what I mean? It's some sort of system.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's they made them transparent and not black or something so that they wouldn't really be seen as much. But I mean, you put the gun on here and you can't see it at all. Like you can't see the space between.
Oh, I always read it as some sort of energy source. Like this is the whatever widget that powers the suit.
Oh, okay.
I believe
That's how
I thought of when you just showed them and talked about how it connects in, I immediately thought of the Sentinel spider bot, and how like the joints are clear so that it gives the illusion of the. Did anybody get that? The Sentinel spider bot thing? No.
Oh, spider! I didn't buy that one. No.
Okay.
But it has clear joints.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I had it.
Yeah, it's connected, but it's clear, but to give the illusion of that the arms were free floating.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll have to correct what I said
so
to my son. I was like, oh yeah, it's like some sort of fuel energy thing.
Go with it, man.
So you don't.
Never mind.
I don't put them in there. Like if there's nothing in those ports, I don't put them in there. But like generally, for pictures, you could leave it in there, I suppose, and just keep it like that. But it's a little weird. I mean, unless it's an energy source, that's fine. If that's your lore, that's fine.
Reloading.
Yeah, no chewing. I thought the same thing. I thought it was some sort of energy source, but the thing was that they weren't all equally the same length. I was like, why did they do that? But now that
it's a bigger clip.
It's literally just a peg, to put.
High school Mike said science.
Science.
Now, Thygor. This one was, I think, Greg the Brute Scale said that formerly that
that's right.
When the paint apps came back with this figure, they were super surprised because this wasn't what they wanted, but the paint apps came out better, and this figure stood out more.
Interesting. I didn't hear that. I went in terms of what did he say in terms of like what the paint apps were.
He
like
said
like the brightness.
I don't know
or something. Or?
Yeah, I don't know what they were, but he said that this is the reason I got it. He's like, when the paint apps came back, it was like incredible in terms of what they did.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, it looks exactly like the prototype.
Does it? Then maybe he was saying about that with the engineer. Maybe that was the one. I don't know.
But it may have been. It may be a brighter orange, or I don't know, because it's the same paint scheme as on the originals. So I don't know what he means by that. I didn't see him, or I haven't heard that yet myself. But what's incredible is they take these paint schemes that they come up with, and first of all, the people at the factory, Sherry and geez, no, I'm starting to name names. It's way too early to be naming names. But anyway, all Joe and everybody, the painters there do a great job of putting these together so that they can be reproduced. And then the factory does an amazing Cameron. Sorry, that was the other painter. Does an amazing job of reproducing what they do. I mean,
Wow.
I get them and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to cost a fortune to paint, man. Like the amount of paint details on this thing are insane, but like they do a great job, So like, it's their connection with the factory that allows them to get that kind of detail and stuff. So
Pretty neat.
Yeah, the paint on these things wasn't.
Go back to that. Go back to that shot.
Yep.
Not sure. Father. So yeah, this one, the guy with the big orange green head, that guy. Yeah. Slog.
Oh,
no,
Slog.
That's no
Slog.
Slog.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the one. Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh wow, this is awesome.
Oh yeah, Slog. This is insane. Like I gotta say, like having the prototype again, like I don't get to deal. Like they're difficult, right? Like all these things, all these joints don't want to stay together. They're made of resin. Like they slip apart. The joints are just not tight. And I was kind of like, this is going to be kind of a statue, a little bit. But man, he's awesome in hand. Like he's so much fun, and he poses really well. Like he's great for not having knees and stuff like that. It's amazing.
Yeah,
what's that Machu toy?
He has knees.
No, there he is.
What's up?
Oh, he's still got the hat on. Like he hasn't left the room.
Yeah,
never left. That's been on all week.
Never slept. Right. I literally just woke up. And I was like, oh wait, there's supposed to be a stream.
Thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah, man.
And that's all the time we have. No, sorry.
Oh, thanks for inviting me to a con when I wasn't even here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time we'll get 2 tables.
So Machu woke up and shows violence this morning. I see. Okay. Yeah.
We can Pablo stream all over again.
I made that joke already. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have controls. I don't have the drums.
No.
I don't even know if we have it on ours. To be honest,
I can do drums.
Yeah, there you go.
So for the Legions Con, I'm super excited. All of us are going to be there. All of us are going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Buying some cosmics.
Some?
That Irish bar, I know, keep talking about this, but there's some history to that Irish bar that they brought into the hotel. And I guess it's a good landmark that people who don't even go to stay in the hotel, people from outside the hotel, just come in and drink there. But it looks amazing.
Not during Legion's Con, they're not.
Yeah.
It's not with Slog being a bouncer. Yeah.
That's right.
Packed.
Drive them out.
Oh, since you guys had a little bit of a pause there, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go to work. So I know so we got representation, so I could share. But yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about this morning. I really feel like we should do an intro that's like, "Welcome to Cosmics and Coffee." Yeah, so I'll end on that. But thanks for the invite, guys.
That voice. Yeah.
Right? Just let me know. I'll do it. So always good to see you guys. And Trevor, thanks for jumping back on with another show.
Yeah, man.
So.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you, Jay Shot. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
So Machu, you're opening up Slog?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Which ones have you opened up already? You've opened up the Assassin.
The Assassin, I forgot the name of it. I honestly, the only name I remember is Slog.
But here's the question, Machu, because you customize and do your thing.
I got the science thing.
Have you started to pop and swap these characters?
I have
or
not.
have intentions to.
I do have some intention to pop and swap, but I really haven't messed around with the pop and swap feature of it yet. Yeah. I've only opened 2 of these so far.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Me
Yeah.
too. My only two.
And which ones?
um.
Which are the twos?
Oh,
No
I
chewing.
got
Just Thygar.
Olek and Vorga.
Oh, Vorga. Yeah,
Oh,
Vorga's
wait.
awesome.
I did open 3. I opened Kragnar, the big orange guy with the
Oh,
4 arms.
yep.
Nice.
Um,
And Chris, after talking to Trevor about cosmics, which ones are you gonna buy now? Because I know Machiari has all of them.
Which ones am I gonna buy?
Yeah, which ones you gotta add to your collection?
That some of the new wave looks great. I don't know. I pre-ordered that what's his name? The Motu one.
Oh, Operative 87, I think.
Yeah. So I pre-ordered him. I'm expecting him. I don't have any others pre-ordered. I looked at the new wave this morning. The 2 space people look good. I don't know their names, but they're in spacesuits.
Yeah, the new one
You know what
from
I'm talking about?
the crew.
Yeah, the
like the
crew.
purple suit and the blue suit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yep,
gonna
yep, yep.
pre-order those two. And then I'm gonna, if I find the shorter guy at a con, I'll buy him as well.
Shorter guy looks great, whatever his name is. But yeah,
The short one.
yeah, I think we have how many days left for pre-ordering those?
10 days?
10
10
days,
days
okay.
left? 10 or 12
So-
days? I forget. There's so many things ending right now. I think HasLab has 5 days. I think the crew, the third wave of Cosmic is like 10 to 12 days. And I feel like and yesterday started the first day of the legendary figures.
I did I backed that this morning.
All in?
3 figures.
3 all in? You psycho.
Yeah.
did
Is that not good?
I backed 3.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew. Yeah, 3 is safe, right? 1 is not
3's good.
enough. Yeah,
No,
3 is like
2. The 2 is not really an option.
yeah.
Which 3 do you think you want? There's 15 figures.
I know definitely one of them is the red guy.
The red guy. Oh, the one that looks like the space devil
Yes. Yep.
or space dude, and it comes with the army builder, or it doesn't come with it, but there's an army builder available to support his thuggery.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely that one. There was another one I forget, but what about
The
you?
3 I want are Quick Jack, which is that purpley blue character. I want what I assume is the main protagonist is that ice person. Was it like Mellow Master or Meld Master?
That one looks cool.
And then there's an exclusive one as well that is like all black. I forget the name of it though.
Got to get the exclusive.
Trevor, we're talking about the Meta Travelers Kickstarter.
Yeah, I was listening. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do there. Yeah, I mean, having shot them there, they look really, really cool, man. I mean, in hand, they were. I mean, they were paint masters, so they were basically, glued in place. But some really good designs. I mean, again, it's 4 horsemen helping them with the designs and stuff like that. They laid them out, but they helped them turn them into action figures and think about the parts and stuff like that. They're really cool. I love the transparent dude. I don't know all their names yet either. I should, but
the main guy that looks like Space
Meld
Iceman.
Master. Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought it was Mellow Master. I was like, sweet, I like this guy.
He's got those yellow glasses.
Mellow
really
Master.
chill. The ultimate reluctant hero.
That's right. And I do like the Spite Usurper. That's the red guy with the tentacles in his head. That was a cool look. And what was the other guy? I mean, they all look really, really cool, man. But
They do.
Yeah, I do like Quick Jack too. It's weird. That color scheme is weird, but I like it. There's
I love
something
it.
about it that
It
just
fits
very
in.
cool. Yeah.
Actually, Chris, you want to pull up the Kickstarter? So,
Yeah, let me try to.
I got it up if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did I? Share the tab instead. There we go. So I mean, they're at 40, almost 42 out of 125 in a couple of days. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think. Well, they just went live last night. I thought.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So-
It's been a day and a half basically, or 20, maybe 24 hours, maybe not even.
Maybe 12 hours.
Maybe
I
12
forget when
hours,
it went
yeah.
live.
Yeah, did it go live like 7 or 8 o'clock last night? Yeah, so like,
Yeah, something
a
like
little over
that.
12 hours. Yeah.
I remember Frank.
Really good.
sending
That's
me-
good. I mean, when I saw 125, I was like, ooh, yeah, it's not a bad number, but like it's not too high a number. I don't think. I think it's a good number, but I was like, wow.
I think 125 is
Okay.
kind of the new minimum for
I think so
a
too.
new
Yeah.
toy line on Kickstarter.
Yep.
Like even
I think so too.
Wade's Unparalleled was it 110? And that
So
was
it's
for
just
one
over.
figure.
Yeah, wasn't that 125 too?
Oh, it might have been
No,
125.
I
but
think it was 110. I think you're right, No Chewing. I think it was 110. I don't remember paying 125.
no,
No,
not for the
no,
I'm
but
figure,
sorry.
for the overall goal.
yeah, the
Yeah,
pledge
the
goal.
goal,
Yeah.
the goal. You're right,
I think that was
125.
up to
I
125.
didn't pay them part of the Machu toy odious army.
That's
I
right.
think it's like 80 if you're.
I mean, that was soft goods too. Like, but there's soft
Oh,
goods on
that
these
looks
too. There's a
great.
few soft goods. Yeah, this guy's
The thing that
cool
I
too.
loved about it is that when they showed off that you can just this one,
Mhm.
that image was just like, just take the figure apart. You can make whatever you want.
Yeah, they are modular. I don't know how much. I guess it's hard to tell. Like, I guess I'll have to read up on it because I didn't read up on it. And they did say that they wanted them to be pulled apart. I just don't know if they're as modular as Mythic Legions or not. I'm not really sure. So, but I know you can take pieces off. Like, I don't think the legs come off necessarily, but the shin guards will come off, and you can snap those onto another figure. But the torso obviously will probably have to come apart to be able to get these belts and stuff onto different figures. So
yeah, I'd be interested in talking with them if the arms pop off easily, like a lot of the newer toys are doing.
yeah, again, I know that like the hands will, and I think you might be able to take the gauntlets off and put them onto another figure, but I don't know that the joints pop apart like Mythic Legions. I'm not really sure, but maybe there's probably something in here that says that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah,
they look really
stop
cool.
here.
Yeah,
I always read that as Mellow Master. So
yeah, the D is a
because of the
little
font.
it's a weird font.
And with the yellow glasses, as you said, I'm like, this is my guy. I'm gonna love him.
He looks kind of mellow, right? He's got
He
a
does.
little sleeping roll there, and
Oh yeah,
He
he's
looks
a
like a
camping
wa-
bag.
Yeah, he looks like a wanderer. Yeah.
this is where he puts his weed right here. And,
Yeah, he's looking for space wanderer.
I believe that's his grinder right there. Yeah.
yeah. It's not a weapon. It's just a very aggressive grinder.
That's right.
the not even going there. This is the one that caught my eye.
Yeah.
The additional head sculpt caught my eye for this one.
Yeah, look at that. Looks like Medusa.
Mm-hmm. And then his the army builder that goes, in whoever, I'm not sure if it's factions, tribe, team, or whatever, but there's also a set of heads available as well, like 3
for this
heads.
figure.
Yeah, or for
Cool.
the army builder.
This one's cool.
Yeah, that looks good.
Void Walker was one that looked good for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like he looks kind of like a Skeletor.
Yeah, it's got some Skeletor vibes for sure. Now,
Yeah,
I don't know, like, I think these are going to be soft goods because I had 2 different versions. I think one was like a plastic cape and the other one was like a pleathery soft cape. So I think that's a soft goods piece.
Wow.
Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, soft good cape with hood. There you go.
and I feel like that type of like neck piece and cape would fit well with both Cosmic and Mythic.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a cool piece to. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, there will be some things here that aren't going to be completely compatible. Obviously, like I don't think like the size of the hands and stuff, and the pegs will necessarily fit. But there might be some heads that you can, depending on the neck peg, can drill out and pop onto a Mythic Legion, or take some of the parts like the belts and stuff and modify them. Customizers are definitely going to take advantage of this stuff, but that soft good cape is that's just a pop on, man. That's just
Like I immediately think of some sort of space version of Phantasm, from Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely very cool, man. I like the looks of them.
Oh, this is Shredder. Wow, cool.
Yeah, right.
He does look really nice.
Dark Helm's a little on the nose, but that's okay.
I think I have
I
3.
wonder why he's called that.
And this is the one that I was saying was the one that interested me. That's the
Okay.
Kickstarter exclusive. Looks like a mix of like Black Panther, Snake Eyes type figure.
And a Power Ranger.
Yeah, Phantom Ranger. Yeah, all 3 of them.
Phantom Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the ones I didn't see. This is a digital
That one-
render. They didn't
that
have
one's
this one ready for me to shoot.
Yeah, but look at all the accessories. I love that. It's in
Yeah.
that same vein as Cosmic and Mythic, where they give you a bunch of stuff to work with.
Yeah, and what's the price per?
I think it's less than
37
40.
Yeah.
I think it's under 40, right? Like 38 or something like that.
Really not bad.
For the 3-pack, it's 109. So that
Mhm.
comes out to be like 36.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like these guys to go along with the Spite Usurper guy, man. That would be a pretty cool team, actually.
And that $25. That's a really cool figure.
I mean, you could totally see these guys being in like a in a cosmic situation. Like this could be a whole team of these guys that could go up against your cosmic. And this is $25, man. So that I mean,
yeah,
this is a decent amount of stuff. Hands and I mean, you don't get I guess a lot of weapons or anything with it, but $25,
can't beat that.
Yeah.
And
You
then
get here's a
weapons.
weapons pack. There you go.
The next one is the one I want. The glow
This
pack.
one here.
Yeah,
That one looks cool.
I'm a
I would
sucker
say-
for glow in the dark.
I would say that this Kickstarter, I got just as excited for
This is
when I
cool.
backed Spiro. Like
Yeah.
these figures
walk, yeah.
themselves got me really really excited when I saw them.
This is a good idea. See, I didn't even know about this because they didn't have any of this stuff ready. So I really like this. So then you really can have like a team of these guys
Yeah,
along with the
Yeah,
Spike
absolutely.
Usurper to be like.
That stand.
Wow,
Yeah,
Quick
Quick
Jack is
Jack.
an unlock at 145. Ooh, not a bad idea because I think this guy's going to be very popular. I think people will like be pushing people to get the goal up there to get this
And-
guy.
Him
Oh,
as well
yeah.
as the Meld Master Army Builder
Oh,
unlocks at this tier. And this
yeah. Now,
is
is he's going to be transparent like
Prime.
Meld Master?
I think
Did they say
well,
that?
I don't know.
It doesn't look it, but like this is a digital render, so I don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
That
If it's in vain, if it's like the same kind of team
Yeah.
as Meld Master,
Right.
it probably should.
looks like Victor Freeze, the one on top.
This
Oh,
one?
that one. There you go. Get like a little. Oh,
Yeah.
Just add and paint this thing. Toss
Yep.
it
Yeah,
on
there
the
you go.
guy's
Put it
head,
right
and-
on top.
I'm going to be really interested to see what people do with to see, these guys are a little, I think, I mean, the body types aren't exactly the same, but to see what people do with the customizing with Mythic Legions and stuff is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love this weapon. This weapon looks great.
That's cool. I wonder if that glows in the dark.
I'm sorry,
It's
Macho.
semi-translucent, so I don't know that it does or not. I'm not really sure.
Hopefully you weren't waiting too long, Macho.
I don't know.
So this guy I didn't see either. This is new.
Wow.
This is a
Yeah.
render.
This was a recent reveal.
Okay. I'm surprised the amount of stretch goals they have. Like, but again, translucency, man. People love translucency.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good choice, I think, for that.
Wow.
205. Oh, holy.
That one has me interested.
I don't know
Ooh,
what this
These
is.
ones.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these yet.
Whoa.
This guy's the wings on this thing are insane, man.
Yeah.
And they're jointed. Even the little pieces are like jointed. You could sort of fold them up. and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
It's pretty
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised he's a stretch goal. Yeah. And this is a cool thing, you know what I mean? To have this like the sort of 3D, they're not pushing it as like a, it's part of the cost of it. You know what I mean? It's a stretch goal. So if we get to here, you'll get like a 3D figure.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know,
bonus.
which I'm
Hello, everyone.
going to guess
This is
that,
Jeremy,
Whoops, sorry.
one
about
of the
that.
legends.
I guess most people probably don't care about that much, but like, it's a cool add-on.
I'm waiting to see what Machu does with it.
With what?
I'm just kidding. A 3D render of
Greetings.
augmented reality
It's
action
Jeremy again,
figure.
co-founder.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. I like that. Again, it's like a gimmicky thing, but like kind of fun.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun extra to toss on top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the figures are still 40 or less, so it's right there in the same
Yeah,
type of value that Cosmic
Should come with
and
that.
Mythic have established.
should come with that nice fur throw back there too. That's kind of nice. So yeah, this is cool. There you go. Oh yeah, they put this up. I hadn't seen this yet. I did these. So they match really well with Mythic Legions and Animal Warriors for sure. You know,
They do.
taller than Legends and Black Series, but not too bad with like a legend like Iron Man. I suppose it's a little bit bigger, but they could definitely be enemies or something for that if you wanted that.
Yeah,
But you can see the body types are a little slimmer, right? I mean, it's just a little bit like smaller. So the heads, I don't know how the heads are going to fit with Mythic Legions. They might be a little small for Mythic Legions.
If they hit all those stretch goals, it's going to be really hard choosing 3.
I really want them to hit that first one. Just hit that
Yeah.
first one so I can get
Yeah.
get Quick Jack and a
Mm-hmm.
couple army builders because yeah, I just dig the colors and the like the character design of Quick Jack.
So what are your 3 no showing? There's Mellow Master.
It will be
Phantom Ranger.
yeah, Phantom Ranger for sure. And then I'm just I'm hopeful that'll hit 145 and my
Get
third
Jack.
would be Quick Jack. And
Quick
then if
Jack.
it does that, I'll probably grab 1 or 2 prime figures to pair with Meld Master.
Yeah, the prime figures look good. Hmm.
Yeah,
So you're still
$35,
deciding,
that's
Trevor?
pretty good. No, I'm going to pick some of these up for sure. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. Whether I'll do this, 255.
Got it.
But I don't know. I'm not really sure. We'll see.
You got time.
Yeah. But
What
we
if-
should back it quickly. You know what I mean? Just back
Yeah.
it because nothing's being charged. You can always go back in and change things. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
probably pick mine in the next few days and help them, look like there's momentum. It's already gone up since we've been on by a couple $100. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. They've been making the rounds for sure. I got to see if Robo puts up something about them today on his show.
Machu, is this something that you would back?
I've been debating it. Yeah, I might, but it's just like a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
There are a lot of things. It's a tricky time, man, and I think the timing isn't too bad, but like any closer to Christmas and stuff, it would have been a nightmare. Like
Right.
the kind of what they did
Yeah.
with the Rancor was just a bad idea right after Galactus and right before Christmas.
Yeah, anything
so this
November
isn't
on
bad.
is just terrible timing to
Mhm.
try.
Mhm.
Honestly, is there even a good time? Is at this point?
Yeah.
Right.
Not really. I mean,
March,
every week it
April.
seems like there's new stuff coming out. There's new companies cropping up with new stuff and cool stuff. All the 5K, not 5K toys, but like the Fury toys and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
It's tough, man. I mean, it's a great time for like independent toy lines and really cool stuff like this, but that's killer on the wallet for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Are any of you backing the Ghost? No chewing. Are you still backing the Ghost?
I'm on the fence. I want
yeah.
it. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't really collect vintage scale, like vintage collection scale, and the walls are still, getting closer to my body, every day.
Yeah.
So,
So true.
Yeah,
But I do
that's
lo-
my
I do love
problem
the
for
look of it.
future Trevor, who I don't really care about right now. So
yeah, is it end of 24 or is it a
Screw that guy.
2025 Trevor problem?
yeah. See, Jay goes and is good to his future self. He orders him wings. I order a big giant
Yeah.
toy that I don't have any room for.
Yeah. You got. Shot was saying last night. He woke up. He was out with his cousin, and he woke up saying that he had pre-ordered wings for lunch.
Like
at
4 in the morning, he ordered
4
from
a.m.
South
4 a.m.
Wings
this morning. So
Oh, like actual
for the
like,
afternoon.
food wings.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah, to be
pre-ordered the
delivered at
wings.
like noon.
Yeah. I mean, he sticks to his lane primarily with turtles, so he's only got to worry about one thing.
True.
I mean, we dabble with
So,
everything.
Well,
Trevor,
now he has
Nacho, you
sewers to
back the
worry about,
ghost?
though.
Yeah. I loved Rebels. I really love Rebels,
Yeah.
and
So,
it's a cool, iconic. It's become a pretty iconic ship, and I
Yeah,
really
that's
love
true.
the vintage collection now. Like I'm seriously looking. I keep looking at my Black Series shelves every day and go,
oh,
Yes,
really?
yeah, you guys might be on the way out. I don't know, because I really love vintage
I
collection.
agree. The smaller scale, you're able to do like things like ships and play sets, and
Yeah,
it really makes a difference.
and the detail in them is a lot of times better than the Black Series. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing, but
like they get
I mean,
soft
I
goods
put that
before
on the Black
Series.
Series team because the vintage collection is just doing a great job with paints, man. They look really good, even up close. They look really, really good.
Isn't it kind of crazy too? Because it seems like it's the same team. like you made this.
Well, I mean,
Darth
they're
Vader
under
in
the
this
same
size,
umbrella,
you
but
made
I
this
think it's
other
different teams putting them together. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, there's different teams on the vintage collection, but
The only thing I don't really like about the vintage collection is like even that was one of my figures that just fell. Even was it Star Lord 15 says aren't the legs on TVC kind of wonky? I think some of them like they're not really
They are.
consistent joints. That's what annoys me.
a little bit. You got to work with them. It's a little harder to work with 3 3/4 in just about anything. I mean, Joy Toy and Acid Rain being the exception, but even them, like you got to like kind of like you can get them into a lot of positions. You just kind of work, the thigh joint and the knee joint, but you can get them. I mean, it's just like they're tinier. The
Mhm.
feet are tinier, so it's harder for them to, just stand on their own
Yeah.
easily. Sometimes you got to tack them down or whatever like that if you're doing pictures or get stands for them or something. But yeah, I 3 3/4 is a nice space saver.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
true. I was just about to say that.
And,
I
On
took
that
a
note,
long
I'm actually
break.
gonna jump off. Gotta start my day, but it was great talking with y'all.
No chewing. It's a pleasure, buddy.
good to see you, man.
Bye.
Take it easy, bud.
See ya.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. Goodbye.
I would say I took a long break from collecting, and then what got me back into collecting, I think it was in 2000. Oh gosh, was it 2008, 2009, when Marvel Universe came out? Those 3 3/4 inch Marvel figures.
Yep.
And then I just had to get all those.
Yeah, I'm just loving the things like the things that Joy Toy is putting out, just the cool designs.
Joy Toy
and
is
stuff
amazing.
Like that. It's really, really cool, man. I'm digging these things.
You guys have seen my Star Wars collection, right? On this half of the room.
I have. Can you show it again?
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what my shelves are looking like too. I kind of try to, put some. I don't know how people do it. Like that bottom shelf, Matt, like the where you've got them all like just.
Oh, this one,
elbow to elbow on top of each other.
Well,
I don't know how people do that without knocking. That shit would be all over the place. Like
that's
day.
my whole Clone Wars like saga into I guess Rebels, because my Rebels are on all the way at the end over there.
Mhm.
So like if one of them, it's usually the Black Series
Hey,
figures
what's up,
like
Wade?
tip over. That like
Yeah.
it just starts
Yeah.
a domino effect of all my clone troopers. They just
Mhm.
tip over.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Every time I've got all my Marvel Legends on this one in this one Billy bookcase, and I turn the corner. Every once in a while, my elbow will just hit it,
Mhm.
and that's 45 minutes of putting everything back. Man, it's a nightmare.
So if it tips over, you need to put it back right away.
Nah, for me, it's like my Spider-Man shelf has just like been tipped over for like the last 2 weeks now.
For me, it depends what kind of mood I'm in. So like if I'm
too.
like running out and then I'm like I bump it, I'm like, oh gosh, I'll deal with this later.
yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
But
What's
hey,
up, Wade? Wade's here.
Hey,
yeah,
What's going on,
I'm
man?
parallel.
happy
It's early
Friday.
for you too, isn't it? 10, 7.
It's early for all of us.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I am gonna have to jump pretty soon too because I do have a call as well. I just have to work today. Unfortunately, I didn't take the entire day off, but
As do I. I do
fun.
have to go as well. But hey, this was
It's
fun.
fun.
It
Yeah.
was fun, right? Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. I dig it.
I'm
I
sorry
just want to
wasn't
get
late.
more. Oh, it's all right, Macho. You did say 9:30, but I knew it was going to be 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I gotta get moving and make the coffee, and
I hear you.
exactly.
Trevor16, Machu Toy, No Chewing, J Shot. Thanks so much for joining us. Everyone in the chat. Wow, we had a really packed room today.
Yeah, how many people?
We had like up to 20 something at one point.
Nice.
But it was pretty amazing. Hey, do all the things, click, like, subscribe. We got Trevor, you're broadcasting this on Legion's Lounge.
Yep. Well, on my 1/6 shooter channel.
On your 1/6 shooter channel. This is the TPC channel. If you haven't been on the TPC channel, click subscribe. Go on to Machu Toy for Between Two Sentinels. All great content for everyone. Yimbo, Toy Talk, everything. So, hey, it was great to see everyone. It was great to talk about Cosmic Legions. And I think I want to get more so we can just do this again. So, bye, everyone.